All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the bonus unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim and to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of this earth, pushing the truth and faith and sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the GMS Houston camp. And this lesson is going to be entitled, We Then That Are Strong Ought to Bear the Infirmities of the Weak. Because you're going to have particular brothers that's going to be strong in certain areas, and you're going to have other brothers that's not strong in those areas, right? They may be, lacking, in whatever, situation may be in their personal lives that may be hindering them, you know, certain aspects. But like I say, you may be strong in those areas, and it's all up, for us, up to us to help one another. For we are a body, of Yahweh Shai. It's not a thing of pointing fingers and talking down on another brother or anything like that. It's about helping each other. Okay, because that's how we show our love. That's how the world can see. That we are Yahweh Shai disciples because of the love that we show towards each other, and that's part of it. But I start here in Romans 15:1. We then are strong or to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. We're not in this truth to please ourselves and only for ourselves. All right, because like I said, we are a part of the body and we have a brotherhood. And, we are supposed to love one another and help each other out, right, in this walk of ours. Even though we have our own individual walks and we're in this for our own salvation, does not mean that we just forsake, another brother. That's ultimately forsaking yourself. And Yahweh Shai is not in you because you're not expressing that love that Yahweh Shai expressed towards us. He said, we that are strong, all right, ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. So another brother, like I said, may be lacking in a particular area of his life, and it may be bothering him or holding him back. Okay, making particular mistakes, right? And you may be stronger than him in this area, and you could, shed a little light, give some guidance, work, right, with the brother, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but you gotta have that patience and forbear one another. Like Paul talked about, right? Just like Yahweh Shai, forbear us, right? Yahweh Bashim Shai forbear us, each and every day. Right? When we make mistakes and when we do wrong, right, or do dumb things, right? The Lord is patient with us, and that's how we should be towards one another. Okay, so it's all up to us to build up, you know, a brother that may be weak like that, right? In whatever area that may be, right, that could hinder him, in this truth. It says, let every one of us please his neighbor for his good edification. All right. So let's look at this in the NLT. We should help others do what is right and build them up in the Lord. So that's what we're supposed to be focused on, building each other up. All right, that's what it's about. All right. It's not about, like I said, pointing fingers and saying, oh, he doing this and he doing that. No. Well, if you are doing better than him in this area, how about you just give him some guidance? That's how it should be handled. If you really love someone, that's what you would do. All right, you won't just watch them fall. All right, you see the stumbling block, but you're not removing that or trying to help remove that stumbling block. All right, that's evil. It says, for even Yahweh Shai pleased not himself, right? And Yahweh Shai didn't please himself. You go to his Philippians, right, 2:3. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, right? You have some type of personal agenda. You want to be the best, right? You want to be looked at in some sort of light as whatever it may be, man. All right. It ain't what it's about. It ain't about us. That's why I said, but in loneliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. So you put the next man above you. Right? And if you do that, it's hard to make it about you. And it's gonna show in your actions. He says, let look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others, right? So not making it about you, it's about your brother. All right. It says, not looking to your own interests, right? But each of you to the interests of others. All right. Don't look out only for your own interest, but taking interest in others too. So it's not just about what you want and what you want to do and how things, like you want things to be handled and how you think. No, you have to think about the next individual. Like I said, we are a body, we are a team, right? In Yahushua. It's not about one specific person wants and needs. It's about all of our needs, right? And we are here for each other. Okay? Because if one person is failing and he just can't get right in a certain area, right, it's going to affect all of us. So we got to make sure that that's taken care of and that's handled. It said, let this mind be in you, which is also in Yahushua. See? Who being in the form of the Most High thought it not robbery to be equal with the Most High, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant and was made in the likeness of men. So the second spirit ever created, right, higher than everybody, right, except for the Most High, he made himself, he said, took upon him the form of a servant, and he came to serve. So how much more us, right, to do the same thing, so that the servant is not greater than the master, right? So we got to follow after him, and it's many examples of Yahushua, right, when he did certain things. For an example, right, one thing, when he washed the disciples' feet. Okay, so we're here to serve one another, right? It's not for our own personal gain that we were given certain gifts and certain discernment and knowledge, right? Just to sit on these things and just to have. No, we're supposed to spread all this amongst each other, right? For the betterment of each other, not just for the betterment of you. That's not what the Lord gave it, right? These gifts were given to distribute to the body. It says, 1 Corinthians 12:12, for as the body is one and have many members, and all the members of that body, of that one body being many, are one body, right? So also is Yahushua, right? So it says, the human body has many parts, but the many parts make up one whole body. So it is with the body of Yahushua. So we all make up one whole body. All right. So if something is wrong with your foot, right, that's going to affect the rest of the body, right? You're not going to be able to walk, right? Both feet gone, right? Or something wrong with your arms. Something, hey, there's something major, and it's going to mess up, right? And complicate things for your life. And it's the same thing with this body and in this truth. This is Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such in one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So if somebody, it says, if a brother be overtaken in a fault, fucked up, and you messing up somewhere, right? It says, ye which are spiritual, such restore such a one in the spirit of meekness. So it's up to you to build that brother up, right? Because not only do we give out rebuke, right, and correction, right, but we also build each other up. Okay, you got to have that balance. It's considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So if you was in a situation, you would want somebody to help you. So you got to always consider yourself. We always got to consider ourselves in certain particular situations. Now, what if it was you? How would you want to be treated in this situation? That's why the law always say, "What, love thy neighbor as thyself." Because once you get in that type of mindset, right, you wouldn't want this to happen to you. Even Yahushua, what Matthew 7, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Once you start thinking like that, then you start acting different. It says, bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Yahushua. So by doing this, he's fulfilling the law, right, of Yahushua, because he taught about love, right? right? And that love fulfills the law, and love is actions, and that's also goes into charity, or charity covers the multitude of sins. Okay, so this is what we're here for, man. This is, like I said, we got our own individual walks, but this part cannot be neglected because this goes into charity, right? Even Paul goes into, if you have the gifts of prophecy, you can break down the scriptures. You're very, very knowledgeable. You're doing everything else right, but you ain't got no charity, then you are nothing. So this is important, all right? So yeah, that's the lesson. I'm just edifying with that. I'm gonna say shalom.